Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Hope you liked my previous video about the causes of migration and found it informative. So today in this video I will discuss about another subtopic of the same chapter, migration of class 12 NCERT geography, and the subtopic is Indian diaspora. Before getting into the topic, we need to understand about the term what is Indian diaspora. Basically the Indian diaspora is the term which is used for addressing the people who have migrated from India to other countries. That is, these are the people of Indian origin who are living in other countries of rest of the world. Now, this Indian diaspora, it took place in three stages, or it happened in three waves. The first wave, it took place during the British rule, that is in 1833. The second phase or the second wave, it took place around 1880s and 1890s to 1970s and 1980s, and the third wave is started in 1960s to till present. But now I will discuss each of these three waves in detail. Okay. So the first wave, as I told you, it started in 1833 and it is also known as export of Indian labor, where millions of Indian labor were transported to other countries like Mauritius, Caribbean island, Fiji and South Africa, and the people mainly moved from the states like UP and Bihar, and this whole system, it was known as Indian indenture system, and there they worked as a plantation worker. This trend continued and the people from different parts of India, you can see people from Goa, Daman and Diu, they were transported to Angola and Mozambique. From Tamil Nadu, Puducherry to Reunion Island, Guadeloupe, Suriname and so on. And here also they worked as a plantation worker and involved in the plantation of tobacco, cotton, sugar, coffee and cocoa. But this system, it got abolished in 1960. But by that time, more than 1.5 million Indians were stripped to the colonies, especially like Africa, Caribbean island, Asia and Oceania. And the total system, that is Indian indenture system, and all this migration were covered under a time bound contract. So this migration or this emigration were covered under a contract or an act, and this contract was known as Girmit Act. Please remember this one, student. This is known as Girmit Act. And another name of this act was Indian Emigration System. So hope you remember this term emigration, because I have discussed this term in the previous video when I discussed about the causes of migration in pull and push factor. Emigration means what? The people are leaving one country and they are moving to another country. And this Indian Emigration Act, it took place in the year of 1982. So this is all about the first wave of migration. Next is the second wave of migration, which is recent origin, and in the second wave of migration, people mainly moved to the countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore and parts of the African countries. And the people those who moved, they were mainly the artisans, traders, factory workers, and they moved for better economic opportunity. So this is mainly the pull factor, because the better economic opportunity is attracting the people. That is why they are leaving their own country and they are moving to the other countries. And this mainly began, so this wave of migration mainly began at the late 19th century, that is around 1880s and 1890s. And this trend continued as there was an oil boom in the Middle East in 1970s. So a large number of people from India went to the countries of the Middle East to avail the opportunity. Then the third wave of migration, which was mainly comprised of Indian doctors, engineers, management, consultants, financial experts, media persons, and it started since 1960s, and these persons mainly moved to the countries like UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, and so on. So this is the most recent type of migration, and the Indian people have migrated from India, and they are now the CEOs of major MNC in many parts of the world, especially in USA and other countries. And this type of migration, it is still going on, and this type of migration we refer to as a brain drain, because most of the people who are involved in the queenery or the quaternary sector are moving from India and joining the other countries. So this is one of the factor which is responsible for the brain drain of India. So that's all. Hope you liked the video and you have understood the Indian diaspora system. So please like, share and subscribe my channel for more educational video like this. And in the next video, I will come with the consequences of migration. Thank you.